What's up, Rockstar? Welcome to your Core Ladders class. I'm Coach Nisha, and as always, I'm so happy to have you with me here today. So this is going to be a great high heart rate class. We have some great focused moves and also some high impact. I will also offer you options for low impact, so no worries there. If you've never done a ladder before, it's okay. Just follow along with me. It's going to be super easy and it'll make sense as we're going. So with that said, you're not going to need any equipment and we're going to get right into this. So let me just get my timer going. So we're going to start with some double alternating knee drives. Now this is the move we're going to do the most for this workout. So I really want you to pay attention to your form here. Seems very straightforward, but it's so focused on keeping that core nice and pulled in. So you're going to start standing up nice and tall. Your core is braced and your arms are going to end up going up overhead, and you're going to drive one knee twice and switch to the other side. Now you can stay here, this low impact version if you like, but I really want you to pay attention to what your rib cage is doing here and your pelvis. So we have a tendency when we bring our arms up to take it too far back, and it creates this arch in our spine, and that's going to create a lot of instability while you're doing this, right? So when you bring your arms up, they don't have to go back too far. Just bring it as far as you can so that you can knit those ribs in and keep all of that nice and braced in your core throughout the whole move so that everything's nice and stable, right? Stable as you can. Okay, with all of that explanation, we're going to get officially into this. So let's do it. Let's start with that low impact, really getting that core drawn in. Pay attention to that. Feel what's happening. You can even get a mirror and look in your side view to see if you're doing any flailing. We want to keep everything nice and steady, standing nice and strong through that stable standing leg. So your glute should be firing there to keep your pelvis nice and still. We have 10 seconds left here. You're welcome to pick up the pace and add a little hop each time you bring that knee up. This is a heck of a starter move, isn't it? But if you are doing this hop, pay even more attention that you're keeping that core nice and braced. That rib cage is not flaring out. All right, last 3, 2, 1. Woo! Woo, that was a good one. Take a little breather here as we move down onto our mat. Second rung of the ladder. I already need a little bit of water here. Okay, so our next move is a hollow hold. We'll start off nice and easy for this, for this first round. So meet me on your back. We're gonna get that core nice and braced, so little tap to that pelvis to neutralize the spine. You're gonna brace your core, lift those shoulders off of the mat, using that core strength so you're lessening the distance from the top of your pelvis and the bottom of your rib cage, just crunching that in, and think about knitting those ribs here as well. So you can stay here and reach your arms forward. This is a great way to sort of get into the awareness of your core and slowly just bring those feet out little by little. That's going to create more of a strain on your core. You have more weight to support. And you can reach your arms up overhead, reaching, but still keeping those shoulders off of the mat. This is plenty here. This is so challenging. It doesn't look like much, but if you are paying attention to that braced core, your lower back is maintaining a gentle contact with the mat this whole time. If you find that you start to arch and your lower back comes off of the mat, bring your feet in some more. Whew. And then last 3 seconds. 2 and 1. Gently lower it on down. Take a couple of deep breaths to kind of get some space in those abdominals as we move on to our next move, which is the double alternating knee drives again. So top of the ladder, meet me standing. Remember to get that core engagement so your chest is open, rib cage is knitted in, brace core. And here we go. Bring those arms overhead and double knee drive it. Use your core muscles to really keep the pelvis all the way up to your head, nice and tall and steady with as little, what's the word I'm looking for? This cardio is really getting my brain. Trying to keep everything as stable as possible, and you're just moving that knee up. You should be really feeling the burn in your core. We have 10 seconds left here. Keep it up, keep that breath going. If you lose your coordination here, it's okay. Keep it moving. Last 3, 2, 1. Whew. Okay, well done. Now, moving on to the third rung of our ladder, we have 5 rounds of a combo of 4 Superwomans and 4 mountain climbers. So, meet me in a tabletop here on your mat. So your shoulders are stacked over your wrists and you're pressing away through those arms. Your gaze is going to stay neutral. And let's just step those legs out long for a nice tall plank. Get this warmed up first. Feel that strong engagement. Your back is flat. There's a little tuck to the pelvis to help neutralize the spine and engage that core. And your hips are level with the mat. Now from here, we're going to do 4 mountain climbers. So low impact, drive your knee in, alternating 1, 2, 1, 2, and then you're going to drop your knees, drop to your belly, reach your arms out, reach your legs out, a little touch of the pelvis, lift and reach those arms and legs, lower it. We're going to do those 4 times, holding the lift for a moment, keeping that gaze neutral so there's no crunching in your spine. And then that's the 4th one. Drop your hands beneath your shoulders. You can use your knees to pull yourself back up to a tabletop and then to a plank. And then you can do low impact or run out those mountain climbers. Drop yourself back down and get those 4 Superwomans. Awesome. Now you're welcome to use your knees to help yourself up, or you can just tuck your toes and press yourself up into push-up and run it out. Take whichever works for you. For the Superwomans, you can also use your tented hands beside your torso to help with that lift. Do whatever feels good in your body today. Amazing. I think I lost count. I'm going to do 1 more set just to be safe. Drop it down, reach it, lift 4 times. Awesome. Now roll it on over to repeat that hollow hold. We're just going through this like nobody's business. Okay, maybe on your back. Get that core engaged. Nice and braced so your lower back is making gentle contact with the mat. And I'll show you a little bit more of a challenging version this time. So reach your arms overhead, roll the shoulders off the mat, and you can extend your legs out all the way. Really reaching with those legs, a little bit of an inward rotation so that you're really engaging those supported muscles on the inside of your legs and your pelvis, which is connected to your core. It's going to help with this whole move. If this is too much, you can of course always drop those toes, but don't lose that core engagement. Focus on feeling that. Ooh, that's shaking so much for me. Last 3 seconds. 2 and 1. Lower it back down. Whew. Quick breather because we know what's coming next. We've got those double alternating knee drives. So, another really quick sip of water for me, because I don't know about you, but I am parched. Okay, meet me standing. And let's get to it. Remember those knit in ribs. Keeping that leg that's supporting you on the bottom nice and strong, especially if you're doing these hops. It's easy to lose that core engagement. You want to think that someone's got a string coming out of the top of your head that goes down your spine. and they're pulling you up the whole time. You're like a puppet, barely touching the mat, landing as lightly as possible, and breathing this whole time. And last 3, 2, 1. Good, googly moogly. All right. Take some deep breaths. Walk around a little bit. We're gonna move on to our 4th ladder rung. It's gonna be right down on our backs again. So, meet me on your mat. Deep breath. Catch it if you're running out like me. Okay, so our next move is a single leg V up. So let's start with our knees bent, feet on the floor. Same core engagement as the hollow hold. Ribs are knit in. Now let's start by extending out that left leg. And we're gonna keep this right foot on the ground to help with the support here. But don't lose that contact of your lower back with the mat. And you're gonna reach your arms up overhead. And with your core strength, reach with your leg and your arms. You can bend that leg here to touch that foot and extend it on back down. And just keep that up. We're gonna do 10 on each side. Think about articulating your spine as you go down so your lower back is making contact first and then you're just rolling it on down. That control is where the magic happens. You're gonna really target your entire core here. You're just trying to come up to a V sit with that one leg. So we're gonna do 10 on each side. I'm gonna do one more on this side, and then we'll switch. Awesome. Whew, feel that burn. All right. Plant that left foot, extend out that right foot. You can also have it bent with the toe tapping, whatever supports your body. Get that core engaged, lower back making contact with the mat. Ribs are knit in, and then lift it up for that V-sit. And usually, for these single sides moves, you'll notice that you're stronger on one side than the other. That's totally normal. Take the modification that supports each side. Check that your hips are staying pretty much level so that when you come back down to the mat, your lower back, your entire lower back, is coming down at the same time instead of just your left side and your right side. All that attention to detail is what's going to give you that strength and nuance of control of your core, which translates to control over everything you do. All right, that was my last one. Feel free to lie here for a moment with me. We're going to power through the rest of this ladder. Next we have the 4 mountain climbers or Superwomans. So, meet me however you like in that tall plank. And you can do this low impact on your knees, however supports you. Here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. With that mountain climber, drop it down. Engage that core, reach the arms and legs and lift. You're reaching out long with those arms and legs for each lift. And bring yourself back up to a plank. And 4 mountain climbers. This is our second round. We have 5 of these. 3. You got it. If you're lowering yourself down with the push-up, be mindful that there's no arch in your spine. As you come down, that means you're losing your core engagement. Get it all down nose and long in a plank. All right, one more round. Bring it down and lift for 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness. Roll it on over to your back for that hollow hold. Take either of those options I showed you. And here we go. You can also start with your legs up towards the ceiling, lifting the shoulders and reaching those arms overhead. And then you lower those legs, reach with the legs, going as far as you can before your back starts to lose contact with the mat. And of course, always take the bent leg modification if needed. But try not to rely too much on those support points. So if you're gonna use your hands to help you or your legs, yes, it's helping, but don't lose that core focus. Sometimes we can lose that and just rely completely on our arms and legs, and we lose the point of this move. Okay, last 2 seconds, and 1. Lower it down. You're doing so amazing. On to our final move of this ladder, which is the double alternating knee drive. So meet me standing, and here we go. Gonna sound like a broken record, but of course, check. Are those ribs flaring in and out? Are you keeping it nice and controlled? Keep that breath flowing. It doesn't matter how far back your arms go. Keep that chest upright. And that core nice and strong. And 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, wowee. All right, y'all. Little breather. Fill some water. And we just have 2 rungs of the ladder left. So we're so close. You got this. Okay. Here we go. Another move on our back. So, you flat on your back. And get that core engaged. Same things we've been doing. Lower back making contact. Ribs are knit in. And your feet are planted on the floor. Well, kind of close to your hips. And we're going to engage that core. Roll the shoulders off the mat. And reach our arms out to the side. And we're going to alternate with these lateral ankle taps. So tapping the left ankle with the left hand, and then the right ankle with the right hand. Being mindful, you're keeping those shoulders lifted. The gaze is neutral. And I really want you to sort of pause in between each one and feel that this is engaging your obliques along the side. We're just doing 10 on each side, so it's not very long. I've definitely done 10, but we're gonna do 2 more on each side. And then bring it down. Oh my goodness. Okay, single leg V-ups. Let's plant that right foot, extend the left leg, get that core engaged, rib cage knit in, and V it up. If you want a little more challenge, and this is supportive for your body, you can extend out that right leg as well, and keep it lifted. That's very challenging. And I find that my lower back is coming off the mat doing that today, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna get far more bang for my buck using this modification, especially since we're nearing the end of this core focused workout. We are so strong, but getting fatigued, right? Really crunch that leg in towards your torso as you come up. 10 on each side. I've got maybe 2 more here, so that's 1 and 2. Wow, okay, back to the mat. Quick breather, and we're gonna switch sides. Plant that left foot or extend it if you're feeling spicy today. And get that pelvis nice and settled strong through core. Here we go. 10, 9. Remember to articulate your spine down with control as you come down. And if extending your arms overhead as you come up is not supportive, you can keep them down by your sides. But I find that it helps with full body engagement here because you're reaching and extending your whole body. And last 3, oh my goodness, 2, and 1. Oh, wow, okay. Mountain climber to Superwomans. Here we go. Meet me in a plank. Shoulders over wrist gaze, neutral core engaged, legs engaged, and run it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lower yourself. 4 Superwomans. 3, 4. Bring it back up through your knees or push up and run it out. Going so strong, you got this. And this is 3. Keep that breath flowing. You got it. 4th round. And 1 more round of this move after this. And 5. Ooh, you feel it? Oh my goodness. This is a great workout. All right. Quick breather. Roll it onto your back for a hollow hold activation. Taking your time. All right. Here we go. Lift it all up. Shoulders off the mat. Extend those legs. If you're feeling a strain in your neck, you can totally support your head with those hands. Just be mindful you're not pulling on your neck. You're pressing against those fingertips with your head and back into the head with the fingertips. This is going to support your head and also give you a little extra core burn. Oh my goodness. Definitely going to take a modification. Check in. And that core is strong. Reset if need be. Hover those toes if you like, if you have bent legs, for a little extra challenge. And last 3, 2, 1, lower it down. All right, double alternating knee drivers. Maybe standing. Okay, here we go. Deep breath. And, let me get my timer started so we don't go on for like 3 minutes on that thing. All right, here we go. Core engaged, and let's do it. Try to make as little sound on the mat with that landing foot. Again, that puppet analogy really helps me. I've got no strings to hold me down. But don't try to sing while you do it, because, oh my goodness, I can't keep my rhythm. Maybe you can. You got it. 10 more seconds here. And 3, 2, 1. Wow, okay. Here we go. 1 more ladder with 1 more move. This next one is also a little bit of a cardio move. So I'm going to take just a moment to catch my breath. So it's going to be a cross jump squat. And promise I'll speak in a moment. Oh my goodness, here we go. Okay, standing up nice and tall, same cues as for that double alternating knee drive with the rib cage dip in, your core strong. Hands are behind your head, elbows are reaching towards each other. And you're gonna drop that left knee up and over, cross your right knee to touch it, and the other side. And then you can either take a body squat, sitting back like you're sitting into a chair, driving the heels to squeeze the glutes, or you can take a jump squat. So we're just gonna do that at your own pace, being mindful in that squat that your knees are tracking in line with your toes. You're landing quietly. If you are jumping, Whoop. Good job. Try and bring that knee up to meet your elbow instead of your elbow down to bring your knee to meet your knee. It's the last one. Woo! Wow, well done. Okay, back to our mat. We have those ankle taps. 10 on each side. Engage that core. Lift the shoulders, reach the arms, and alternate reaching side to side. It's really easy to make this move super simple and just sort of lackadaisically move side to side without really engaging that core. But I want you to think that brace, that lift, that reach and reach, feeling that oblique burn. And that's 2, 1. Roll it on down. Single leg V-ups. 10 on each side. Here we go. Extend that left leg. Engage that core. Reach it up. It's helpful to press a little bit into that right heel to help stabilize that side of your body. Oh my gosh. Remember to articulate that spine with control. I think I have 1 left on this side. Feel free to do less than 10 if you're losing that form and really struggling. Okay, I'm gonna switch sides. Keep going if you're not done with that side yet. You can always pause the video if you need. So extend that right leg. Press just a little bit through that left heel to feel that glute engage. You're keeping that pelvis on the mat. Extend the arms, reach and come up for that V. If you have the flexibility, you can take a straight leg, but don't take a straight leg at the detriment of your back. You don't want to round. You want to keep it nice and tall. So that's why I've been taking these bent legs the whole time, because you're still getting that engagement properly while keeping the chest elevated and most of the rounding out of your spine. And last 3 for me. 2 and 1. Whew. Okay. Roll it on over. Mountain climber to Superwoman. Let's do it. Plant those hands. I'm gonna do 3 rounds this time. And run it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring it down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's finish strong. Plant those hands. Come up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring it down. Reach. Reach and lower. It's not just a lift, it's a reach. Last round. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring it down. Lift and reach. 3 and 4. Okay. 1 more hollow hold. On your back. Engage that core. Lift those shoulders and arms. And extend your legs if you're feeling supported here. Reaching with those legs. They're not just hanging out. Reset. If you lose that core engagement and your back starts to lift. Or bend your knees. Last 10 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, bring it down. 1 more move. You know what it is. We've got those double knee drives. So meet me standing. Let's finish this nice and strong. All right. Core brace, remember, keep that rib cage in. It's so important. And here we go. Get that run out. Take low impact if you need. Don't lose that core engagement. I know your core is so tired. Mine so is too. but take it to low impact if you find you're losing that. It's a great way to end the workout too. All right, we got 10 seconds left here. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness. So well done. Let's take a moment and slow down our heart rate before we do anything else. So meet me cross-legged or on your knees. Place one hand on your heart and one on your belly, just to feel the flow of air through your body. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Hold for a moment and then exhale through your mouth. Trying to control the pace of the air. Both in the inhale and the exhale. It's really hard right now because our heart rate's so high. But let's try to inhale for 3, 2, 1, and hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale through your mouth for 3, 2, 1. Keep that pace. Think of when you inhale, you're filling up your diaphragm, which is this lower hand first, and then the air is flowing up into your chest. So you should feel that bottom hand rising first, and then feel your top hand rising. And as you exhale, it's the opposite. Top hand comes down, and the bottom hand comes down. Do 2 more deep breaths. Inhale for 3, 2, 1, and hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 3, 2, 1. Amazing. So well done. I am dripping sweat. I hope you got as much out of that as I did. I encourage you to do some stretching after this. We're all nice and warmed up. It's the perfect time. So until we meet again, I'm Coach Nisha, and I'm so happy to see you today. Bye.